Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a Docker cluster. A Docker cluster we called as a SORM. The SORM basically provides a cluster management and orchestration feature that is already embedded in the Docker engine. So we do not need to install any third-party tool to add the clustering feature in Docker. So by default, it comes with Docker engine in the form of SORM toolkit. There is a two important part in the SORM. One we called as a node, another we called as a manager. So the manager basically assign the job to the nodes. All right. So when we run any SORM on our Docker engine, by default, first we have to create a manager. So manager perform the orchestration and cluster management function that required to maintain the desired state of SORM. Manager node elect a single leader to conduct the orchestration task, whereas the worker node receive and execute the task dispatched from the manager node. By default, manager node also run the service as a worker, but we have to configure them to exclusively run the manager only task. So it's up to us whether we have to assign them to run as a node plus manager, or we can exclusively cube the manager to manage the cluster management only. All right. So when we configure this worker and manager, our cluster will start working and they basically manage the services. Why we are performing the clustering? To manage the services and tasks. Services is a definition of the task to execute on the manager or the worker node. So basically combining the both, we can say that services can run in the SORM. All right. So what can be a services? Services can be anything like our HTTPD, Java, Python. So any services we can configure in the SORM that can be taken care by the manager and worker. So to create a SWAM, we are going to create number of virtual machines. In our diagram, we can see here we have one SWAM manager and three SWAM node. So same, we are going to create infrastructure for us. So we are going to create three SWAM nodes, that is worker, and on that we are going to install the SWAM nodes, and one we are going to create a manager. It's up to us. We can create a multiple manager for redundancy. If one manager goes down, other manager can take care. But manager is only performing the managerial task. So for example, if your manager goes down, in that case, for that period of time we cannot manage the cluster, but our services is up and running because that can be taken care by the SORM nodes. So if any nodes down, so other nodes can easily make the service up and running. SORM provides awesome load balancing. So SORM uses a egress load balancing to expose the services you want to make available externally to the SORM. So that can be easily happen, and it happen automatically. All right. So this we are going to see, and here we can see that all the instruction we are passing to the SORM manager by using the SORM client, and our instruction goes to the SORM manager, and SORM manager give that instruction to the node to perform accordingly. So in this section we are going to do this practical, and here first we are going to create a SWAM manager, SWAM nodes, and we are going to configure the services in this cluster. Hello everyone. In this module we are going to see the prerequisite of installing the SORM. So SORM is a cluster in the Docker system. So we are going to set up the cluster and we'll see how the cluster feature works. All right. So in this tutorial, we are going to do the initialization of our Docker cluster. So all the node we are going to initialize. We are going to add the number of node into the SORM cluster, and then we are going to deploy the application into the SORM, and we'll move on how we can do the load balancing, how we can do the replication, how we can manage the high availability of the services. So the important prerequisite for performing the cluster node is all the worker and the main should able to reachable over network. So here my IP is 56.102. So this is manager IP. So this manager IP should be pingable from all the workers. So I can ping from the worker 3. I can ping from the worker 2. And now let's check with the from worker 1. So I can ping from the worker 1 as well. So all 3 workers node are ready, and main server or main Docker node is also ready. Next prerequisite after achieving the network is to check the status of Docker daemon on all nodes. So it's running. So we need to check the Docker daemon should be running. If it is not running, then we need to make sure we should install the Docker, and we should make sure Docker service is running on all nodes, including main as well as workers. So we'll hit the command to check the Docker status. So it's running. So on 3 nodes, Docker daemon is running, and on main also Docker daemon is running. So these 2 prerequisites are very important before we start with the installation and configuration of SOM cluster management. Hello, let us create an SOM. So first we are going to create a SOM manager. So to create a SOM manager, we need the IP address of SOM manager. So we'll come on the manager node and we'll find out the IP address of it. So our IP is 192.168.56.102. So to create a SOM, we'll give the command docker SOM init. Init is for initialization. So we are here initializing advertise hyphen address, and here we have to provide the manager's IP. So we can see that the message after running this command, SOM initialization current mode, and this is a code we have got after running this command, and this is a token address we have received. So this token address we are going to use when we are joining the worker node into this cluster. So here they have given the message to add the manager to this SOM, run docker SOM join hyphen token manager. So this command help us to join if we need multiple manager, but in our case we are going to use one manager and multiple workers. All right, now the important thing is that to check whether this manager is active or not, so for that we are going to run the command on the manager. So we'll say docker info. So in docker info we'll scroll up and we'll check out is manager line. So somewhere there, this one is manager is true. So this is what we have to check. So is manager true, that means this node is now manager and this node is going to manage the cluster. All right, now we need to list how many nodes currently in this cluster. So of course we have run this command only on manager, so we'll get only one. So we'll run the command docker node ls. So here we can see that ID and the host name is main, status is ready, and availability is active, and this is a leader, it's not an worker. So that's the reason we are getting this message is as a leader. All right, now we have done with creating a SOM manager. Hello everyone, let us discuss how to join the nodes into the cluster. So at any point, if we need the complete command from the manager to join the node, so we can run the command docker SOM join hyphen node, join hyphen token, and
worker. So this is a command. We'll get the command. So to add the worker to this SOM, run the following command. So this command we have to run on the worker. So this command says docker SOM join hyphen hyphen token. This token is provided by the manager's IP address and the port number where the worker will communicate. So the port is 2377, and this port is responsible for cluster management communication. So we have successfully joined the node. So let us check that. So we'll say on the manager docker node ls. So it says one worker is joined and it's active. So leader is only the manager, so that's the reason for main one it's showing leader. All right, so we'll copy this command again and we'll join our node 2. So we'll just simply copy paste here, and it says this node is joined into the SOM as a worker. Let us check that. So now here we got worker 2 and it's ready and availability is active. Now let us use the same command to join our node number 3. So we'll go on the node number 3 and copy paste this command. So it says it's joined successfully. We'll go on the main node and we'll run the command docker node ls. So here we'll get the node number 3 and it's joined successfully. At any point of time, if we have to remove the node, so first we can say here, let's say example node number 2 I have removed for xyz reason. So we'll say docker som leave, and here this say node is left from the SOM, and here we'll get the message it still is so active. Maybe it takes some time to get update here. Now here it says down. Now the node is down. All right, so but it will down, it will not going to remove it. So if we have to remove from the this whole management cluster management node, so we have to say docker node rm, and after that node it we have to remove. So now this node is removed, that is node number 2 worker 2. So here worker 2 is removed. If we have to add it again, so we have to give the same command. Now this node is joined and here it will show us the worker 2 is joined in the node. So in this way we can join and also remove the node from the cluster. All right, and here we can see that the leader is our main one, as a manager we call, and their id, and it's ready. All right.
Hello everyone. In this section, we are going to deploy the services in the Docker SOM. So to deploy the services, we are going to use the command docker service create, and after that we have to define the replica of it. So let's say example, our command is docker service create, and here the replica we are creating only one, and the name of this service we are giving the hello world, and the image is coming from Alpen, and ping docker.com. So let's ping to google.com. So it says the name conflict, so just we'll change the name to something else. So we'll say our demo 1, and now the service is created and the service ID is this. Now the next step is to learn whatever the options we have used. So first option we have used hyphen hyphen name. So hyphen hyphen name is a service name, and the hyphen hyphen replica flag describe the state of running instance. So at the moment we have running instance 1, so it will run only one instance. And to check the services, we have to give the command docker service ls. So it says demo 1 is running, and we have only one instance, and it's pinging the google.com. Now let's check the service. So to check the service, we can use the command inspect. So we'll say Docker service inspect hyphen pre-tty, and after that our service name. So we'll say demo1. So here we can say it's replicated mode and its replica is only one. All right, so we'll say Docker where it's running to check Docker PS. So we can see that here demo1 is running on this instance, that is on manager itself. Now let's say example, if we feel that if manager goes down, maybe the service will get hampered because we have only one instance. Now how we can check the or change the scale of the service? So before we change, let's run this command to check more detail about the service. So Docker service ps demo1. So it will give us the idea whether this service is running or not. So if the service is running, the first instance of the service is running and it's running on the node. So this is very important thing when we run this command service ps. So it says node and where the service is running. At this moment it's running only on main one. All right, now next part is if we want to change the scale. So at this moment we have only one instance of the service. So let's create at least 3 to 4 instance of the service. So we'll say Docker service, and we have to define the scale for that service. So the service name is demo1. So we'll say demo1 equals to, let's say example, create a 4 and hit enter. So already we had 1 and we have created 5. So it's scale from 1 to 5. Now more 4 instances got added. Now we'll check this again, this command. So it says demo1 is running on the main. It's also running on the worker 2, worker 3. On worker 3 it's running with a 2 instance and it's running 1 instance on the worker 1. So awesome. Here if we shut down any node or if we turned off any Docker service on any node, our service will not going to hamper because it's already running in the cluster with a total 4 nodes, 3 worker plus 1 main. So we can check that this status with the help of Docker service ps and the service name. So if we say Docker ps on each system, so we'll get the idea. So demo1 is running here, and if we do here Docker ps, so here also demo1 is automatically got running, and on worker 1 if we do Docker ps, here also we get one instance of Docker ps, and we have another instance that is worker 3. Let's do Docker ps, and here we can get a 2 instance of demo1. So now our service demo1 is running in high availability mode. So any one of the worker goes down, no issue, other worker will take care of it. And if manager goes down, no problem, only for the time being we cannot manage the cluster, but the service will run in the high availability mode. Hello, now we are see how to delete the service running on the SORM. So if any service is running in the SORM, how to delete it? So let's check whether which services are running in the SORM. So we'll say Docker service ls. So we have 2 services are running. Let's say example, we have to remove both of the services which are running in the SORM. So the first service have only 1 replica, and the second service we have total 5 replicas. All right. So to remove the service from the SORM, we have to say Docker service and rm to remove it. Let's say example, the service name is hello world and it got successfully removed. And second service that we have to remove from this SORM is demo1. Now both the services are removed. So if we do again Docker service ls, so no longer any services is in the SORM. So if we did Docker ps, here we have uh, the one instance of our this container. This is not on our service. We cannot see any hello world and demo1. So let's check on all node. So no longer running any services on this. No services. no services. So we have removed the services from the main node, and all the instances got removed from the appropriate worker node as well. So in this way, we can remove the service from the SOM. Hello everyone. Now let us learn how to take any of the worker or any of the node into the maintenance. Let's say example, we are doing some maintenance on the worker 3. That means on this system. All right, and we need that this system should not run with any cluster service. So already if you look at, it's running with the 2 instance of our application demo 1, and now we need this service should not run here because we are going to do the maintenance of the worker 3. So it's very easy in the SOM to put the server or put the any node into the maintenance mode. So once we put the node into the maintenance mode, that node will not going to carry or run any of the instance of our cluster service. So to do that, we have to run the command from manager docker node update. So this command will help us to put the node into the maintenance mode, and we have to say drain. So once we drain that node, so it will go into the maintenance. So let's example, we have to drain worker 3. Now worker 3 is into the drain mode. Now let us check with docker node ls. So here we can see the availability is drained. So that means this node is into the maintenance. And now we'll check our service status. Docker service ps demo 1. So here we can see that our worker 3, which was running with the 2 instance, is showing in the shutdown. But still we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running instance, 5 instance of that service. It's moved from one node to another node. So if we check here, Docker PS, so it's not showing any one of the service is running on the node 3, but it's now moved 2 instances on the node 1, and we'll check on worker 2 and 1 instances on the node 1. So 2 plus 1 3, and we'll check on the main, and we'll say docker ps, and here also 2 instances of the demo 1. So total 5 instances still running after making one server into the maintenance. So in this way we can put the server into the maintenance mode and do the some maintenance task on that appropriate node.